going hot, people. I'm going in. Shabbat shalomi, lomi. That means the Most High rest, peace, ease. All right, because today is the Most High's rest day. He don't want to be bothered with your madness. So he don't want you to be thinking a whole lot about any form of wickedness at all. That means don't be devising silly ways to get illegal money. That means don't be lusting after married women. That means no masturbation. That means no personal pleasure. So, I suppose you can continue having intercourse with your wife, of course, because that is just always good. You can search for wives on this day because that's always good to find a wife. And other things. You gotta excuse my brother, my twin brother, Dwight, on the screen. He decided to he thought it'd be a good idea to pose for this video. Dwight is our enemy, and you gotta excuse that. Today's topic, we're gonna be talking about the reason men get morning wood. So it started all the way back in the day before men could get morning wood. And what would happen is that we would pee pee in the bed, and we had to apologize for pee peeing in the bed, especially when it leaks on our little brother on the bottom bunk, or somebody gets wet beside you that sleeps in the same bed with you. You see, once our little pee pees started gaining morning wood, then we ran into another problem. We stopped urinating in the bed, and we started thinking about stuff that we shouldn't be thinking about while we're dreaming. And then while we're dreaming, we start humping the bed, and then we have what's called a dream that is wet. A wet dream. That's what they uh, like to call it. And then for obvious reasons. So today's topic is morning wood. That is the reason men get morning wood, is to prevent pee pee. You see, when we was kids, we used to pee pee all over the bed, all over ourselves, stain our clothes. We gotta wash clothes and then all these things, all these things. What I'm saying? Which is just an inconvenience that should not happen when you are an adult. So now I'm gonna give you the scientific reason as well, because I had never read about this, and it was quite interesting to see that there was already millions of articles upon my Google search that this happens. You understand? And so I found a little scientific article about it. Would you like to hear it? Here it goes. Okay, so let me share my screen. Let me share my screen so I can get to it. Let me share my screen. It's right here. I got it right over here. I kept it saved for this topic. Bam. What is morning wood and why does it happen? I just told you why it happened. Now I'm going to read this article for the first time to see if I'm correct. I'm just checking my acumen, my knowledge in this area. Woke up this morning and I got myself a gun. And that's what I saw and noticed. I said, man, I really got to pee really badly. And that's what it prevented for me in my mind. Now let's see if the science agrees in medical news today. It was written back in May of 20, 9th, 2019. Now, this MD, medical doctor, MPH, let's find out if she agrees. Alana Biggers. Okay. Morning wood is a slang term that refers to a person having an erect penis when they wake up in the morning. The medical term is nocturnal penile tumescence. Some call it having a nocturnal erection. Nocturnal penile tumescence is not a result of sexual arousal. That's what most people think. I'm glad she included that uh, nuance in there because most people think that uh, men are just horny in the morning, and we just like to put the morning wood to good use. We just roll over and just take it while our spouses are asleep, and she's often very thankful for that. And so that is not the cause of nocturnal penile tumescence or having a dream relating to sex. See, we weren't thinking about anything wicked. We were not fantasizing about other women while we were asleep. So don't get your mind mixed up and confused about that. Instead, it is a normal function of the male reproductive system. In fact, regular episodes of NPT are a sign that the nerves and blood supply to the penis are healthy. If a male does not have NPT regularly, it can indicate a health issue, such as erectile dysfunction. See, you guys are thinking they have a naughty dream with some fantasy uh, famous uh, celebrity crush. You see, my celebrity crush now is Amala Ratna. But that's not, as a matter of fact, uh, I was dreaming about her this morning. That's funny that she mentioned this. Uh, at any rate, which involves having, see, that's not what men are doing. It's a natural, let me get the words correctly here. It is a no, it is a normal function of the male reproductive system. And I told you why it happens. It's to prevent what used to happen to us as a child. The PP is to prevent the PP. Okay, so if a male does not have NPT regularly, it can indicate a health issue such as erectile dysfunction, which involves having trouble getting or keeping an erection. Not having regular NPT can also suggest other problems with the nerves or the blood supply to the male reproductive organs. So if your man does not have regular NPT, then you might want to get him checked, or you probably already noticed a problem, and that's why you guys buy that ring thing in order to keep him erect. But you need some more professional help, or you could deal with a holistic coordinator who can fix the problem for you very simply. A hormonal imbalance, such as a decrease in testosterone, can also affect how often a person experiences NPT. So your man could be becoming a woman by mistake. A lack of regular NPT can sometimes result from not getting quality sleep. I don't think that's an issue in a relationship. As a person gets older, they can expect to experience NPT less often. This change could happen gradually as hormone levels shift, Anyone who notices a sudden drop in the number of their MPT episodes should speak with a doctor to rule out any potential health issues. I told you. I told you. Now, the causes. MPT is not a typical erection because it is not related to sexual thoughts, dreams, or stimulation. I told you. It is simply a result of sleep cycles combined with healthy nerves and blood flow in the body. MPT tends to happen when a person is in a rapid eye movement phase of sleep. REM sleep can occur several times during an 8-hour sleep cycle. The erection may go away on its own as a person enters deeper sleep. Thus, a person may have erections several times during the night, but may not be aware of them. Yeah, my Bronx love made that very painfully clear to me when she would rape me often, and I'd wake up often raped and tell her I love her and fall right back asleep. Often, a person wakes up at the end of a REM cycle, sleep cycle, which explains why MPT seems to happen in the morning. In addition, testosterone levels tend to be elevated in the morning. Males have high levels of this hormone, which contributes to sexual function. So, testosterone is a hormone. An erection caused by MPT may be physically different from one caused by arousal. One study found that some men experienced pain when they had MPT, but not when they had typical erections. Now, why would that be? How often should morning wood occur? Males of various ages, from children to older adults, experience MPT. Usually, younger adults have the highest levels of testosterone, will experience nocturnal erections more frequently than children or older people. Young adult males may have MPT every morning and a few times during the night. The peak of sexual maturity generally happens when males are in their late teens to late 30s, and this may correspond with higher testosterone levels. It is normal for people in this age range to experience frequent episodes of MPT. As a person approaches their 40s and 50s, they may notice fewer episodes of MPT. This often occurs because testosterone levels are naturally declining. However, the episodes should decline gradually, not suddenly. A gradual decline in MPT with age is customary. A hormonal imbalance, especially one that affects the penis and testes, can result in few or no episodes of MPT. This is one reason why having regular erections in the morning is an important indicator of healthy male sexual organs. One study found that men with hypogonadism, which prevents the sexual organs from fully functioning, experienced an increase in MPT after they had received testosterone therapy. Some research says that a person's quality of sleep can affect the frequency of MPT. If a person is not getting good sleep and entering the REM cycle, they may not experience nocturnal erections. A study of 61 men with obstructive sleep apnea and erectile dysfunction found that getting better quality sleep resulted in more frequent MPT. The participants who used continuous positive airway pressure devices had more frequent nocturnal erections than those who did not. Other studies have used MPT as an indicator of hormonal or sexual health, especially when treating erectile dysfunction. For instance, if a person has MPT but cannot get or maintain an erection during sexual activity, Doctors can rule out issues such as insufficient blood flow or nerve problems in the penis. If this is the case, ED may be a psychological issue and a health professional can treat it accordingly. However, if a person has no nocturnal erections and has trouble getting or keeping erections related to sex, doctors may determine that there is a physical cause of ED. When to see a doctor? Usually never. It's better to deal with one of those holistic doctors. But they keep getting murdered, so they're kind of hard to come by. Because MPT is an indicator of quality sleep and the health of sexual organs, it is helpful to pay attention to how often MPT happens. If NPT suddenly stops or is happening much less frequently, speak with a holistic doctor. They may wish to discuss possible health conditions such as sleep disorders, hormonal imbalances, anxiety, and ED. It is important to see a holistic doctor about a lack of MPT, as it can be a symptom of ED. This condition can indicate serious health issues such as heart disease, high blood pressure, or diabetes, especially in younger males. So you better take that very seriously if you don't have morning wood. A health professional can help treat these conditions, including ED. Certain medications, such as antidepressants, can make it more difficult for a person to get or maintain an erection. They may also cause a decrease or sudden stop in NPT. Some of these medications include high blood pressure medications, muscle relaxers, hormonal medications, seizure medications, antidepressants, histamine H2 agonists, which can help treat some types of ulcers, chemotherapy drugs, medications to treat heart arrhythmias, diuretics. If a person has recently started a new medication and notices changes in the frequency of NPT, they may wish to speak with their doctor. Sometimes the holistic doctor, can prescribe a different medication to help. Oh no, oh no, I went too far. I go too far. Let's get it back. Person visits. Sometimes the holistic doctor can prescribe a different medication to help address this side effect. See a holistic doctor, if MPT or erections in general are painful. Seek emergency medical help for an erection that does not go away after 4 hours. If this occurs, it can cause tissue damage in the penis and problems with sexual function. Summary: morning wood is a healthy function of the male body. A person should talk with their holistic doctor if they notice a sudden change in the frequency of nighttime erections. This can ensure that a person receives prompt treatment for any underlying health conditions. Okay, I think this lady was forced to write this article and she didn't do the proper research on you understand me? So she did a lot of she gave you a lot of information. Her name is Alana Biggers. But uh, she clearly didn't tell you what I told you, which is the ED. I mean the morning wood is there to prevent pee pee peeing in the bed. That's what it's there for. Understand me? Crypto Moshe Mike P. Who the fuck is Mike P? It sounds like a rapper. At any rate, let's get back to the understanding of what I told you in the beginning of this video. When we were kids, we used to pee pee in the bed. We started getting erect in order to prevent bedwetting. And then, of course, we naturally became inundated by media to have an unhealthy lust for women. And in some of you weirdo cases, you gained an unhealthy lust for men. And so, therefore, you started having wet dreams about the man or woman that you were dreaming about. So make sure you tell your spouse, your uh, about this information, so that you guys don't have these fights about him fantasizing about his celebrity crush. Mine is a Malaratna. You understand me? He is not fantasizing about anybody else but you, lady. So just, stop feeling. I feel like you cheating. You feel like he's fantasizing about somebody else, which is cheating. But he's not. So have a great day. And stop interrupting the Most High's rest with your wicked thoughts.